Being a superstar NFL player isn't just about what you do on the field, and Justin Jefferson is one dude who understands this. From his modest lifestyle to the smart ways he spends his money, Jefferson is what we call different. He's not just a baller on the field, but someone who's redefining what it means to be a star off it. There's so much to discover about him, so stick with us in this video to see how Justin Jefferson is just different from the rest. To understand what makes Justin Jefferson a superstar, we'll need to take you back to where it all started, in St. Rose, Louisiana, back in June 1999. That was where and when Jefferson was born as the youngest son of John Earl Jefferson and Elaine Jefferson. And to be real, playing football was pretty much unavoidable for him. That's because both his older brothers, Jordan and Ricky, also played a lot of the sport and pretty much paved the way for Justin. In fact, both dudes went as far as playing for Louisiana State University during their college years. Jordan playing quarterback for the Tigers between 2008 and 2011, and Ricky as a defensive back from 2013 to 2016. Jordan never made it to the NFL and has now transitioned to coaching, while Ricky has had injuries stall his career with the New Orleans Saints. However, being role models to Justin is why he began playing football when he was just a kid. By the time he was in high school, he was playing as a wide receiver for Destrayan High School in Louisiana. And although it's hard to tell now, Justin was actually a low 3-star prospect coming out of high school. That's right, he was even ranked as low as 308 for the best high school wide receivers in the nation. Given his family record at LSU though, they decided to take a chance on him in 2017. And we'll be real with you, early on that seemed like the wrong decision. In his first 2 games, Justin didn't get a single catch, but he stayed locked in, and by his second year, he was the team's leading receiver with 54 catches for 875 yards and 6 touchdowns. And it gets better. By the 2019 season, Justin Jefferson had become one of the best receivers in college football. His skill helped the Tigers qualify for the college football playoffs with an undefeated record, and he wasn't done just yet. During the Peach Bowl, he recorded an historic performance, catching 14 passes for 227 yards and 4 touchdowns against the Oklahoma Sooners in the semifinals. That year, he helped the Tigers to win in the national championship against Clemson, finishing with the most receptions in the country, ranked 2nd for receiving touchdowns and 3rd for receiving yards, all while being a junior, so it wasn't much of a surprise when Jefferson announced that he would be entering the NFL draft. He was immediately predicted to be a first-round pick and probably should have been drafted in the top 20. However, certain journalists and analysts had reviewed his weaknesses as a prospect, stating he was too complacent to beat coverage and that he needed to pay more attention to detail with his routes. Now, here's the thing. Draft prospects always get negative criticism, but in Jefferson's case, too many teams let the criticism determine them drafting him. This is why he dropped outside of the top 20, but the Philadelphia Eagles might be the team that missed out the heaviest, seeing as they had the 21st pick. But guess who they drafted instead? Jalen Reagor. No shade to Reagor, but drafting him over Justin Jefferson has not turned out so well. Not only did it give the Minnesota Vikings the steal of the draft, but Reagor ended up leaving them just 2 years later to join the same Vikings. Minnesota had to trade wide receiver Stephon Diggs to the Buffalo Bills to get the 22nd selection, and so far, it has turned out to be one of the best win-win deals ever. As soon as Jefferson picked up the ball for the Vikings, you could tell it was a match made in heaven. Dude really finished with 175 receiving yards and a touchdown on 7 receptions in his first NFL start, setting the tone for the rest of his rookie season. By the end of the season, he set the then NFL record for most receiving yards by a rookie in league history with 1,400, was named to the NFL All-Rookie Team and All-Pro Team, won the Sporting News Rookie of the Year award, and was one of only 2 rookies named to the 2021 Pro Bowl. And just so you know, he wasn't only good for a rookie. Justin Jefferson also got ranked 53rd by his fellow players on the NFL Top 100 Players of 2021. Talk about instant impact. and he was just getting started. By the end of the 2022 season, Justin was named the league's Offensive Player of the Year, having become the youngest player to lead the league in receptions and receiving yards with 128 and 1,809 yards respectively. Fast forward a couple of seasons and this guy hasn't slowed down a bit. In fact, he has been named to the Pro Bowl and the All-Pro team in every season of his career. Without a doubt, he's a superstar on the field. Guess what though? It gets even better when he's off it. The Minnesota Vikings have made sure of this with the insane amount of money that they have him earning. Back in 2020, when Justin just got drafted, the Vikings signed him to a 4-year deal worth about $13.1 million, all guaranteed. This deal came with a signing bonus of $7.1 million. Pretty large numbers for a rookie deal, but this contract is nothing compared to the extension he received in June 2024. This new deal is an historic 4-year deal that puts him among the top earners in the league, as it's worth a total of $140 million. Of this total package, $110 million is guaranteed and also has a $36.9 million signing bonus. This deal also includes a $30 million option bonus in 2025, and the average annual salary of $35 million made Justin Jefferson the highest paid non-QB in NFL history at the time. You should know that even when this dude is not playing ball for the Vikings, he's still getting paid, thanks to his massive endorsement portfolio. Jefferson is signed to some of the biggest and most lucrative mega brands in the world, including EA Sports, Sleep Number, Under Armour, Optimum, Nutrition, Angelus, Lids, Little Caesars, Courtyard Hotels, Gatorade, Bose, and Campbell's Soup. That's quite a number of brands, which explains why he makes as much as $4 million annually solely from his endorsement deals. Justin's story from a low 3-star prospect to an NFL star is already something special, but his uniqueness doesn't stop there. Jefferson has taken the league by storm, but what makes him just different is how grounded he remains, despite the fame and fortune that comes with his talent. While other NFL stars live in massive mansions, Jefferson's approach to life off the field is refreshingly simple. Jefferson bought a modest townhouse in Minneapolis. Unlike the flashy lifestyles many might expect, his home is valued at around $405,000. In an interview, Jefferson explained his choice, saying, "I'm one person. I ain't got no big family. I don't need to be in no $10 million mansion. That's not something I came from." That mindset reflects his upbringing. He grew up with parents who valued being grateful for what they had, and he's carried that same humility with him into the NFL. Justin even had his mom design the interior of his home, a small but meaningful touch that shows how much he values family and staying grounded. Sure, Jefferson could splurge on more, but when he does, it's with intention. Instead of amassing a huge collection of cars, Justin owns just 2, but they're top quality. His matte black Mercedes-AMG GT 4-door coupe, nicknamed the Batmobile, and his luxurious Mercedes-Maybach GLS showcase his appreciation for both efficiency and luxury. Unlike many, it's not about quantity, but quality. His love for fashion is another example of his distinct style. Justin loves looking good, and that shows in his super rare outfits and custom Angelus U40 Tourbillon timepiece. He's even walked the runway during Paris Fashion Week, something not many football stars can say. But here's the thing. While he enjoys the finer things, he also believes in giving back. In his own words, "There is more to life than, spending money on shoes, clothes, cars, big old houses. Put it toward good causes." And he does just that, as his philanthropic work extends beyond just one-off donations, as he's deeply committed to making a lasting impact on communities. Through his J-Jets Foundation, Jefferson has focused on several key initiatives, particularly aimed at youth and underserved communities. He's partnered with various organizations to provide resources like laptops for students in low-income areas, ensuring they have access to education and the tools needed to succeed. Additionally, he has worked closely with local food banks and shelters, including funding large-scale food drives, providing meals for families in need during the holidays. His efforts to promote youth development go even further through sports camps and mentorship programs designed to inspire and empower the next generation of athletes and leaders. Beyond financial donations, Jefferson also spends time volunteering, personally engaging with communities to make a difference, exemplifying the role of an athlete who uses his success to uplift others. A superstar with a heart. What a guy! Justin Jefferson is just different on and off the field.